Hi boys and girls, my name is Mrs Thorn and I am a Primary 1 teacher at Kings Park Primary School. I am really looking forward to meeting all the new boys and girls that are coming up in August and getting to know your names and all about you and brothers and sisters and things. But we've got a wee while to wait, we have to be patient. So I thought it might be quite nice to check in with you so that you know who I am and also read you a little story. So I sat here today on purpose because I wanted to give you a little bit of a clue about what our book is today. So I'm wondering if you know any fish books, stories about fish, and maybe if you can guess what the story is going to be. And if you think you know what it's going to be, then you could maybe tell your mum or your dad or your brother or sister, whoever's sitting beside you, what you think it's going to be. It's going to be Tiddler by Julia Donaldson, who's one of my favourite authors. So yeah, let's jump in and see what the story's all about. Once there was a fish and his name was Tiddler. He wasn't much to look at with his plain grey scales, but Tiddler was a fish with a big imagination. He blew small bubbles, but he told tall tales. We call tall tales porcupines, or what else do we call them? Fibs. Sorry I'm late, I was riding on a seahorse. Sorry I'm late, I was flying with a ray. Sorry I'm late, I was diving with a dolphin. Tiddler told a different story every day. At 9 o'clock on Monday, Miss Skate called the register. Little Johnny Dory, yes, Miss Skate. Rabbitfish, yes, Miss Skate. Redfin, yes, Miss Skate. Tiddler? Oh, Tiddler's late. Sorry I'm late. I was swimming round a shipwreck. I swam into a treasure chest and someone closed the lid. I bashed and thrashed till the mermaid let me out again. Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did. It's only a story, said Rabbitfish and Redfin. Just a silly story, said Dragonfish and Dab. I like Tiddler's story, said little Johnny Dory. I think he might be my favourite Johnny Dory. And he told it to his granny, who told it to a crab. At 9 o'clock on Tuesday, Miss Skate called the register. Little Johnny Dory, yes, Miss Skate. Spiderfish, yes, miss. Sunfish, yes, miss. Tiddler? Tiddler's late. Sorry I'm late, miss. I set off really early, but on the way to school I was captured by a squid. I wriggled and I struggled till a turtle came and rescued me. Oh no, he didn't. Oh yes, he did. It's only a story, said Spiderfish and Sunfish. Just a silly story, said Devilfish and Dace. I love Tiddler's story, said little Johnny Dory. And he told it to his granny, who told it to a place, who told it to a starfish, who told it to a seal, who told it to a lobster, who told it to an eel. At 9 o'clock on Wednesday, Tiddler was dawdling, dreaming up a story, his tallest story yet. Lost inside his story, he didn't see the fishing boat. Oh no, what's going to happen? He didn't hear the fishermen. What do they have? What are they going to do? He didn't spot the net. Oh no. Meanwhile, in the schoolroom, Miss Skate called the register. Little Johnny Dory, yes, Miss Skate. Leopardfish, yes, miss. Leaffish, yes, miss. Tiddler? Tiddler's late. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, still no Tiddler. 12 o'clock lunchtime. Where could he be? Far away the fishermen were hauling in their fishing net. Oh my goodness, they're getting soaked. I got soaked earlier on as well. I had my hood up just like them. This one's just a tiddler. We'll throw it back to sea. Tiddler was lost in the middle of the ocean with strange lights glimmering. Can you see Tiddler? Where is he? He's in amongst some really scary fish. There he is there. See him? Poor Tiddler, he looks worried, he looks scared. And strange fish flew. He swam around in circles. Who does that look like? I think that looks a bit like the Gruffalo. He shivered in the seaweed, but then he heard a story that he knew. Tiddler rode a seahorse. Tiddler met a mermaid. Tiddler met a turtle who saved him from a squid. Tiddler found a shipwreck. Tiddler found a treasure chest. Oh no, he didn't. Oh yes, he did. Tiddler peeked out and he saw a shoal of anchovies. Excuse me, can you tell me where you heard that tale? We heard it from a shrimp, but we don't know where she heard it. So there's a little shrimp down there, do you see it? See her? And they took him to the shrimp who said, I heard it from a whale.
I heard it from a herring.
I heard it from an eel. I heard it from a lobster.
I heard it from a seal.
I heard it from a starfish. I heard it from a place. The place said, just a minute, don't I recognise your face? I'm Tiddler, said Tiddler. I'm tracking down my story. The place replied, I heard it from my neighbour, Granny Dory. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, still no Tiddler. Nearly home time, where could he be? Just as the fishes were finishing their lessons, in swam Tiddler at 3:30. See the wee clock down there? It says 3:30. Sorry I'm late, but I swam into a fishing net. I managed to escape and I swam away and hid. I was lost, I was scared, but a story led me home again. Oh no, it didn't. Oh yes, it did. It's just another story, said leopardfish and leaffish. Just a silly story, said butterfish and blue. It isn't just a story, said little Johnny Dory. Definitely my favourite fish. And he told it to a writer friend who wrote it down for you. Wow, that's so nice we got to hear the story. And we were looking at this before. What do we call this when a boat has sunk down to the bottom of the ocean and been there for a long, long time? It's called a shipwreck. And look inside the window. What's poking out the window? Do you think that's a little blue fishy tail? Or what else do you think it could be? Have a wee think. Tell your mummy or daddy or brother or sister what you think it might be. And there are so many stories by Julia Donaldson, the author. There's loads on the back. And maybe next time I get to read you a story, it could be one of these lovely ones as well. So it was lovely reading to you, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Have a lovely summer, and we'll see you soon. Bye.